बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुह। Once again, I welcome you all, intermediate first year students, all groups of MPC, BIPC, CEC, and MEC, to the Arabic online class number 8. Let me give a brief introduction of today's class. Then we will recap previous class. Then we will study today's topic in detail on the board. So, what is the today's topic, today's agenda that we have to learn? Today we are going to learn about long vowels. Long vowels. What are long vowels? As you know that vowels are the diacritical marks placed on the letter or below the letter to guide pronunciation for learners, for beginners, or for they are put on the holy scriptures like Quran and the prophetic tradition to avoid mispronunciation, to avoid ambiguity, to avoid the confusion. These diacritical marks plays an important role in guiding the pronunciation. They are very important. So, vowels are of two kinds in Arabic, as we had learned earlier. In those two types, one is short vowels. Short vowels are three in number, that is Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma. Fatha is a small diagonal line placed over a letter, and Kasra is a small diagonal line placed below a letter. Dhamma is a curve-shaped mark put on the letter. These are short vowels. Now come to long vowels. Let us take a look at long vowels. What are long vowels? Long vowels are three in number. Those are represented by Arabic letters alif, ya, and waw. Short vowels are represented by diacritical marks zabar, zer, pesh, fatha, kasra, zamma, and long vowels are represented by the letters alif, ya, waw. Basically, in fact, long vowels are the lengthened form of short vowels. Long vowels are the extended form of short vowels. What are the sounds of short vowels? Short vowels have basically three sounds: a, e, u. A, e, u. These three are short vowel sounds. They are pronounced to the duration of one moment. One movement is equal to the closing of a finger or opening of a finger. For example, we have to pronounce ba, fatha, ba. Then the duration is ba, fatha, ba is one movement. Ba or ba. By closing your finger, you can measure one movement, or by opening your finger, you can measure one movement. Whereas long vowels has the duration of two movements equal to one alif. In one alif, there are two movements, harka. Harkat. Harka means movement, motion. The diacritical marks give the life to the consonants. Without the diacritical marks, the consonants are silent, no sound. Now, in long vowels, the duration of long vowel is 2 movements. When we pronounce a letter ba fatha ba, then it comes to long vowels, then it will become ba alif zabar ba. We have to pronounce a longer. We have to extend it to the twice of short vowel. शॉर्ट वॉवेल से 2 गुना ज्यादा हम इसको खींचेंगे. बा जबर बा. Here when it comes to the long vowel ba alif zabar ba, we have to lengthen it, we have to prolong it. To what duration? To the extent of 2 short vowels, not more than that. If we start pronouncing ba alif zabar ba, that is not correct. It has a limit. We cannot go on lengthening the letter. It has a limit. We have to stop it at 2 movements only, that is ba. So the duration of long vowels are equal to 1 alif or the 2 harakats of short vowels. Okay. Now come to the second letter, alif, then ya. It is necessary, it is essential, and it is a condition to become a long vowel that it must be preceded by short vowel of the same nature. Try to understand this point. This is a condition of the long vowel. Without the fulfillment of this condition, long vowel cannot take place. Okay. You see, ba zabar ba, I am giving the example again, ba zabar ba, ba fatha ba. When it comes to ba alif zabar ba, then we are noticing that alif is preceded by the short vowel of the same nature, that is fatha. You may remember it. Alif likes fatha, loves fatha. Whereas ya likes kasra, z, and waw likes pesh. They are preceded, alif is preceded by the short vowel fatha, ya is preceded by the short vowel kasra, and waw is preceded by the short vowel dhamma. Got it? Okay. Now the duration. What is the duration of long vowels? Long vowel should be pronounced to the extent of 1 alif or 2 measures of haraka. Not more than that. We cannot go on extending a letter. So we will study long vowels. Alif, ya, waw. Alif is preceded by fatha, ya is preceded by kasra, and waw is preceded by dhamma. Okay. The duration of long vowel is 1 alif or 2 measures of haraka. Two motions or 2 movements. Okay. Now what these letters are called in Arabic? Alif, ya, waw. 3 long vowels. These letters are called al-harakat at-tawila. These letters are called what? Al-harakat at-tawila, and long vowels. Okay. The other name for these 3 letters is al-huruf al-illa. Al-huruf al-illatu. Al-huruf al-illatu. Al-illatu means alil. Alil means sick, weak. They are weak letters. Why they are calling as weak? I will explain you. These letters are called as weak letters because they are depend on the air. They depend on the air. They are not producing their own sound, but they are dependent on the preceded letter to pronounce them. For example, when we are pronouncing ba zabar ba, then we have to come to the long vowel ba alif zabar ba. So it is alif is depend on the maftu consonant, preceded consonant, and also these letters are, they have another name, al huruf al jawfiya. As you know that jawfun means, in Arabic, jawfun means air, atmosphere. Because these letters are depend on the air, they are called airy letters. They depend on the air. When we are pronouncing ba, hollow portion of the mouth is in use. These letters comes out from the hollow region of the mouth. These letters comes out from the hollow region of the mouth, like ba, ba, ya, zir, b. When we are pronouncing b, what we are noticing? We are noticing that the air is coming out. If the air stops coming, then the sound ends. So that is the reason they are called as airy letters as well. So I have given you 3 names of long vowels. Number 1, al-harakat al-tawila. Number 2, al-huruf al-illa. And number 3, al-huruf al-jawfiya. Jawfi means airy letters, and al-huruf al-illa means weak letters, and last one, al-harakat al-tawila means long vowels. This is the short summary of today's topic. Then now we will study it. Now we will study this on the board in detail. Before going on the board, before proceeding towards this topic, let us take a short recap of the previous lesson, previous topic. What we had learned in the previous lesson, what we had learned, we had come across with the short vowel kasra, all the Arabic alphabet, all the Arabic letters we have pronounced, we have spelled out by giving short vowel kasra like alif kasra e, ba kasra b, ta kasra ti, sa kasra thi, jim kasra ji, ha kasra hi, and so on up to ya kasra yi. Then another short vowel zamma. Arabic alphabet with the short vowel zamma we have spelled out in our last class. What is that? That is alif zamma u, ba zamma bu, ta zamma tu, sa zamma su, and so on up to ya zamma you. This we had studied in our earlier class. Now let's move towards the today's topic, long vowels in detail. As usual, we will start our class with the phrase Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What is the meaning of Bismillahirrahmanirrahim? You have to by heart this, because Bismillah is a phrase. It is said that whatever is there in the Quran, that is preceded in Surah Al-Fatiha, that is precised in Surah Al-Fatiha, shortened in the whole Quran, comes under Surah Al-Fatiha. When we expand Surah Al-Fatiha, the whole Quran comes out. And the Surah Al-Fatiha is precised in Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So when we are pronouncing, when we are reciting, when we are reading, when we are telling, speaking Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, So it is equal to the recitation of the Surah Al-Fatiha, and Surah Al-Fatiha is equal to the recitation of the whole Quran. This is a very blessed phrase in the whole Quran. Prophet of Allah said, begin your every word with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You must have to start your word with the phrase Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Then Allah will help you to complete that word and He will bless you. Okay? That is the reason we start our every class with the phrase Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ba, Sin, Mim, Alif, Lam, Ha. Bismillah. Ba kasra, Ba, Sin kasra, Bis. Millah, Hir, Alif, Lam, Ra, Ha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now, you are noticing that here is a tashdid. The tashdid lesson and the sukun lesson we will study in our later class. In the coming classes, we will study these two diacritical marks in detail. Need not to worry, I have not started that. Okay. Now, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Nir-Rahim. The translation is in the name of Allah. In the name of Allah. Are you seeing the board clearly? No? Are you able to see the board clearly? Or shall I increase the fonts of the letter? Maybe you are seeing the board clearly. I hope so. Because intermittently we used to come across with the technical errors. Sometimes network problems are there. Sometimes videos are hanging, and sometimes the audio sound is not coming. How could the students understand what we are explaining about the topic? So, in the name of Allah, if you are feeling any difficulty regarding this network problem, etc., sit in a open place. Open place. In the open place, network continues. Network comes easily. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से और अल्लाह के नाम से शुरू. Both the translations are correct. Okay. Whichever you can prefer it, Allah के नाम से शुरू और शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से. Both have the same meanings, because here before Bismillah, Abdahu is hidden. Abdahu is hidden over there. Abdahu means I begin. I begin in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. The translation is like that. But we used to hidden I begin. We start writing from in the name of Allah. In Urdu also, we translate it शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से और अल्लाह के नाम से शुरू. Both the translations are in use and both are correct. It is the taste of the people who prefer the translation शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से. Some people prefer this translation and some prefer अल्लाह के नाम से शुरू. Both are correct. The most gracious, the most The most what? Merciful. Okay, with the mercy of Allah, we will start long vowels. Long, long, vowels, long vowels. Okay. What is the reason I am able to see it? Long vowels. Long vowels are three in number. Long vowels are P, PH, R, PHR, W. Three in number. They are Alif, Ya, and Waw. Alif, Ya, Waw. Basically, these three letters are the lengthened form of short vowels. For example, we put fatha here and write alif. Alif always preceded by fatha. Then we will make this ba. Ba alif zabar ba. Okay. Better we will write here this side short vowels. You see, ba, fatha, ba. When it comes to long vowel, it becomes ba alif zabar ba. Then ya. Ya always loves kasra, and we are taking the example of ba kasra b. And what it will become? Ba kasra b, and it will kasra loves ya, then it becomes ba ya z b, long vowel. As I told you earlier, the short vowel duration is one movement, and long vowels are pronounced to the duration to the extent of two harakats, two movements. Two movements are equal to one alif. Ba kasra b, ba kasra yazir b. And another, we are taking the same example, ba dhamma bu. When it comes in the long vowel, we have to write wow. Ba, ba, wow pesh, bu, or ba, wow zamma, bu, like this. What is the duration? Duration is one alif or two measures of haraka. It is pronounced. It is pronounced longer than the short vowels. It is what we can say twice of the short vowel. When we are pronouncing ba dabar ba, one movement, it is twice of the short vowel, two times of the short vowel. Ba alif zabar ba. Hope you have understood it. Now we will write in detail. Okay. First we will take here, we will write the condition. What is the condition? Condition is that alif is preceded by fatha, fatha is followed by alif. You can say either you can say alif is preceded by fatha or fatha is followed by alif. Both the same are in meaning. So we are preferring the first condition. Alif alif will be preceded by fatha, and this is alif, and ya, y double ya will be preceded by kasra, yes, correct, and wow will be preceded by zamma. Got it? Wow will be preceded by zamma. Now the duration of extending a letter. Duration of extending a letter. Duration of extending long vowels. Long vowels are pronounced to the duration of one alif or two measures of haraka. One alif or two measures of haraka. The other names of the long vowels are alif, ya, waw. Other names are, they are also called as al-huruf al-illa, and one more name is there for these letters, al-huruf al-jawfiyah. Al-huruf al-illatu, al-huruf al-jawfiyatu, and one more name I had told you, that is al-harakat at-tawila. Here I am writing al-harakat at-tawila. Got it? Now we will write Arabic alphabet with the long vowel alif. Okay. Now we will start from ba. Ba, alif, zabar, ba, like this. Okay. We are starting with the letter ba. We are leaving alif. Why? Because alif becomes hamza when we give a harkat or diacritical mark to it. Later we will learn this rule of alif and hamza. Hamza is of two kinds in Arabic: al-hamza al-fat'i, al-hamzatul fat'iyya, al-hamzatul wasliya. These two kinds we will study, we will learn about this later. That is the reason we are starting the Arabic alphabet with ba alif zabar ba. Ba alif zabar ba. Then Ta alif zabar ta. I am pronouncing instead of fatha zabar. I am pronouncing zabar instead of fatha because it is easier in pronouncing. That is allowed. That is the reason I am pronouncing. Ba alif fatha ba, ta alif fatha ta. In this way we can pronounce. Ta alif zabar ta, sa alif zabar sa, जीम अलीफ जबर जा. जीम के बाद क्या आता है? जीम अलीफ बा ता सा जीम हा. हा अलीफ जबर हा, खा अलीफ जबर खो, दाल अलीफ जबर दा, दाल अलीफ जबर दा, रा अलीफ जबर रा, जा अलीफ जबर जा, सीन अलीफ जबर सा. यस प्लीज. अच्छी बात है, ठीक है. वी विल कंक्लूड दिस लेसन. ओके, नाउ पे अटेंशन. रा अलीफ जबर रा, सीन अलीफ जबर सा, अप टू या अलीफ जबर या. Okay, these you have to write. Okay, I will send you the notes of this class in a PDF format. Now ask me whether you have understood this topic or not. We will unmute your audios. Okay, if you are having any doubt, please raise your hand and ask us. हाँ, वालेकुम सलाम. जी. नहीं, रीडर के टाइप में नहीं रहता वो. एक जो है एक पेपर के जैसा मैं बोर्ड पे लिखा है ना, पास को बोर्ड जो है साफ नजर नहीं आता, जिसकी वजह से क्या कर रहे हैं, पेपर में लिख के उसका एक इमेज बना के उसको पीडीएफ में कन्वर्ट करके आपको गूगल ड्राइव में भेजा दे रहे हैं. तो आप उसमें से क्या करना, लिख लेना नोट्स. और ये पेयर नोटबुक में लिखना है, ये नोट्स रफ में नहीं. आप नोटबुक्स लिए कॉलेज से? हाँ, ले लिए हैं. तो वो 6 नोटबुक में से एक मेरी है भाई, उसको छीना भी नहीं है आपको, दूसरों को नहीं देना. वो मेरे लिए बनाइए, अरबिक के लिए बनाइए, और उसमें पूरे क्लास नंबर 2 से आपको नोट्स भिजाए गए हैं, वो पूरा 1 बाय 1. ये क्लास नंबर 8 है ना, वो पूरे लिखिएगा. ठीक है. थैंक्स फॉर स्पीकिंग विद अस. नेक्स्ट प्लीज. नो वन. सर अनम्यूट द नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट. Let me check whether the students are raising the hands or not. Yes, many students are raising the hands. Sir, unmute the students. Many students are raising their hands. Walaikum assalam. लास्ट वाला यानी कि कौन सा? ये ड्यूरेशन ऑफ एक्सटेंडिंग लॉन्ग वॉवेल्स. ये जो है ड्यूरेशन ऑफ एक्सटेंडिंग लॉन्ग वॉवेल्स, मतलब ये है कि हम लॉन्ग वॉवेल्स को कितना खींच के पढ़ेंगे. हम लॉन्ग वॉवेल्स को जो है ना, एक अलीफ या 2 हरकत के बराबर खींच के पढ़ेंगे. जैसे हम यहाँ पर पढ़ रहे हैं, बा अलीफ जबर बा. ये एक अलीफ या 2 हरकत के बराबर हम खींच के पढ़ रहे हैं. एक हरकत किसको बोलते हैं? एक हरकत का मतलब ये है कि जब हम मुट्ठी बंद करते हैं, उसमें से एक उंगली खोले तो एक हरकत है, या फिर मुट्ठी खुली है, एक उंगली बंद करें तो उसको एक हरकत बोलते हैं. तो हमको इसको जो है ना इतना खींचना है कि 2 हरकत के बराबर, यानी कि हम उंगलियां पूरे उंगलियों में से 2 उंगलियां बंद करें सोचता है, इसको खींच के पढ़ने का है. बा अलीफ जबर बा, इस तरीके से. गॉट इट? यस. नेक्स्ट. Our time up. Okay, we will conclude this lesson here. Inshallah, we will see you in the next class. and happy Independence Day in advance. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.